All right, so many of you have been asking me about this video, how to get a man to apply pressure. So I'm going to drop the gems to that question right now. How do you get a man to apply pressure? Here we go. You have to understand that for a guy to apply pressure, his mindset and what he actually wants and is thinking is just as, if not more important than you and the energy that you're bringing to the table. He has to at least be open slightly to the ideal of more than just a hookup or a casual fling. If he's walking into the situation with you and he's already made his mind up that that's absolutely all he wants, there's really not much you can do to change his mind. Now, assuming that the physical attraction piece is already there, because we know that physical attraction is super important. So we're assuming that this is someone that you already know based on the interest that they're giving you, that he is at least physically attracted to you. But how do we take it to that next level? Number one, don't be too available. When we really like a guy, we start to subconsciously get into the habit of just yesing them all over the place. But we have to remember that unavailability is attractive and it makes them more interested. It communicates a very clear message that your time is a privilege, and he's going to have to step up his game if he wants even that kind of access to you, because your time is not something to be wasted and that you have your own shit going on. They will see if you are that woman that's just kind of like down for whatever and don't have anything else going on. So when he hits you with that last minute invite to meet him out at such and such place, you hit him with this. Oh my God, that sounds so fun, but I'm a little tied up right now. I need a little bit more notice than that. I think I'm free Friday if you want to get together then, though. Just let me know. Stay cute, stay sweet, but stay true to your standards. And if you do that, you're communicating a very clear message. He's going to think twice now before he hits you up last minute. He's going to understand he has to come a little bit harder than that. He's going to have a newfound respect for your time. Number two, having standards that you know, that you respect, and that you honor. If you're staying true to your standards, when he hits you up and says, hey, would you like to come over Friday and watch a movie? I'm going to make my world famous lasagna. You can hit him back and say, that's sweet and I really appreciate the invite, but I'm just not comfortable going to your place this soon. I'd like to get to know you a little bit better before I do that. But I know there's a couple of Italian spots that recently opened downtown. If you want to do that, let me know. And stay cute, stay sweet, but stay true to your standards. You can communicate that you are interested, that you still want to get to know this person more, but you're going to do that and still honor your boundaries. You're not going to just catch whatever they're trying to throw at you. Now, I've said stay cute, stay sweet, but stay true to your standards twice in this video now, and that brings me to my third and final point. And the reason why I say that is because I don't want women to get into the habit of thinking that this means that you have to be combative or aggressive or mean. Remember that you have the power to continually operate in your highest level of feminine energy. You can have grace, you can have poise, you can have class, you can have wisdom, you can have discernment, you can have all of those things that truly embody what it is to be a powerful woman.
Hey, welcome back. So often we talk about dating as this high pressure game of chasing or being chased. But what if you could just invite connection? Today, we're breaking down how to attract genuine approaches without the games, without lowering your bar, and without sacrificing an ounce of your peace. By the end of this, you'll have a clear, graceful way to signal interest, position yourself, and respond when a great guy steps forward. It's about being open while staying completely you.
I keep seeing these videos about people saying, when you're dating a high value man, be prepared. You're not going to be able to spend that much time with him. They're always working. They're always busy. Let me tell you what kind of wife I am. Habibi, you have my full support. While my husband is out there working, I don't even text him. I don't bother him at all. You know why? Because I want to see us win, Habibi. While he's out there breaking his back, I just got an iced coffee and a chocolate chip cookie for $9. I'm trying to live the life. So you're telling me we're not going to be able to spend so much time? That's okay. I supporting you, Habibi. Keep it up.
Men want to impress you. Men go broke trying to impress women. You need to understand that when you're first dating a man or when you're trying to maintain a relationship. He can never feel comfortable having you. No man has ever been with me and thought that they could keep me even when we were in an exclusive relationship. You don't get to keep me. You have to work at maintaining me in this relationship because I am the catch, okay? And if any man thinks that he's the catch, that man's either gay or he hates you, okay? You are literally the monarch of the relationship. That man has to consistently prove himself worthy of your attention because there are so many men out there that want you. And most importantly, don't be toxic about other men reaching out to you. Like if they talk to you, if they try to pick you up and whatnot, but tell him, because you're most likely out of his league. So if you're out of his league, he needs to be reminded that there are other men that want you. Don't ever let yourself go in a relationship. I get hotter in relationships because, honey, I'm now only focused on you, which means that you're maintaining this. If my mental health is not doing well, if my emotional health is not doing well, if I start to gain a pound more, and they try to get you fat, some of them, a pound more, I will kick you to the fucking curb. I will give you a warning. I'll be like, I know exactly what you're fucking doing. What, me? Well, I don't want anyone else to have you. Okay, listen. Everyone else wants to have me. So you better fix yourself or you're out the door. And never ever move in with a man, okay? I will go into that. Never ever move in with a man before marriage. Please, for the love of God.
Do you want access to Lululemon and Alo sets that are less than half the price of the original products? Or are you starting a boutique or TikTok shop? If this sounds like you, grab my Athleisure Vendor Starter Guide. It's only $5, and it has reliable vendors, my personal vendor, a quality checklist, and more. It is an instant download when you click the link below in the description.
Women fall in love in 3 stages. And if any of those stages are missing, the relationship will either break down very quickly or it'll break down very slowly, but it will break down. And I call it the 3 A's. The first thing is women have to be truly attracted to their man in order for the relationship to actually turn into love at some stage. There has to be physical attraction because naturally that fades with time and, with so much familiarity. If we don't have that to begin with, it can become very difficult to start a romantic relationship. So I always say it starts with attraction. The second stage for a woman to truly fall in love with a man, she has to admire who he is. And what that means is with or without her influence, he's just a man that she admires. He's got a great job. He's got a good network of friends. He's got lots of self-control. He's not an addict and he's not addicted. He's got a good level of self-control in terms of money, his body, his sexual behavior. It's not all over the place. So she truly admires him. And then once she's attracted and admires him, then she needs adoration from him. He needs to show her, adore her, reassure her, all of those things. If she gets all 3 of those, chances are that relationship won't break down. But if any of those are missing, maybe he adores her, absolutely adores her, but she's not truly attracted to him, at some stage the relationship will break down because adoration will feel like neediness. Or let's say, for example, she's truly attracted to him and he's giving her lots of reassurance, but he's not an admirable man. He's not working, he's not achieving, he's not doing a lot, even though she might love him and it might be a slow breakdown, but at some stage she'll need someone she can admire, particularly when she has children. So without those 3 ingredients, I don't think women realize this, but if any of those are missing, they will at some stage lose interest.
We need to go back to men moving to girls in real life. When you're moving to a girl on the street, it's off the dome. You have to flow with it. And then obviously she might hit you with a spanner and you have to, you gotta think on your feet, baby. Now you get to sit down and think, oh, what should I say? You can even ask for advice. Bro, how do I chat to this girl? So in terms of that on your feet game, they ain't got it like that, yo. They ain't got the flavor like that, yo.
And also, you have to remember, when it's online, you can start speaking to a girl at 6 o'clock, take a break, go somewhere else. When you're talking to a girl on the street, you ain't got that.
You're a door salesman.
That's there and then.
Show me what you got. Sell me this pen. Sell me this pen. You got 5 minutes. My bus is in 5 minutes. Sell me this pen. You had to perform. Nowadays, it's like, okay, cool. I will text her back in 2 hours. Then you'll now do 2-hour reply. Then she'll do 4-hour reply. A guy hasn't made me giggle in 5 minutes in a while. You know, there was back in the day when you talk to someone and be like, like within 5 minutes, like, you went from sorry, I got a man to, it's not like that anymore. The game has changed. The game is rigged.
Let's reframe this. A good approach isn't random luck. It's actually the result of 3 things you can influence: your environment, your signals, and your response. Think of it like this. Your environment puts you in the right place. Your signals let him know it's okay to come over. And your response decides if the conversation gets a green light. When you get these 3 working together, you become effortlessly approachable to the right people and invisible to the bare minimum. This is the most important mindset shift. Being approachable is an open door. Chasing is running down the street after someone. An invitation looks like relaxed body language, a warm glance, a friendly presence. Chasing feels like forcing a conversation, interrogating someone, or investing way more than they are. Your job isn't to convince anyone you're worth talking to. Your job is to simply make it easy for the right person to start a conversation with you. Quality approaches happen most easily where there's a natural reason to talk. You want to be places where high-value people are already relaxed and open. Think spots that create a built-in conversation starter. Great places to consider: interest-based spots, bookstores, specialty cafes, co-working spaces, gallery openings, golf ranges, running clubs, or a community class, structured micro-events, wine tastings, workshops, volunteer events, or a lecture Q&A. Everyday daytime life, your apartment building lobby, a farmer's market, the common area at your gym, please not mid-deadlift. Look for the open seat, literally or figuratively. Angle your body slightly toward the room, not a wall. If you're listening to something, take one earbud out. Put your phone face down. If you're with friends, stand at the edge of the group so there's a clear pathway to you.
It's simple. He don't like you. He don't call you. He don't like you. He don't keep his verb. He don't like you. He's inconsistent. He has someone else. He only calls you when he wants something. He's using you. He starts random arguments. He's cheating on you. He's not investing in you. You're not worth the investment. Never met his family. You're not the one. Been with your guy 5+ years. No ring. No marriage. He's still searching. You're a placeholder. Men are not complicated. They're very easy to know. Men don't talk with their words. They talk with their actions. Let's go, that nation. Be smart, make smart, choose wisely. And remember, I told you.
As a woman, you can make the first move. If you see a man you like, you should approach him. If I see somebody attractive, I'll make some eye contact. But not too much yet, just a couple glances. And if that's reciprocated, then I'll hold eye contact. And if I'm feeling spicy, I'll do a wink or I'll smile. You kind of have to smile. You got to be inviting. And if that is received well, you approach. If you're afraid of rejection, suck it up. You're a big girl. I'll approach and I'll compliment him, even if they're with other men. But I'll have an escape route just in case he's weird. I'll say something like, "You look good. A little too good," and rush to the bathroom or get a drink or go do something. But when you're on the move, make sure it seems like you're coming back. Sometimes you're just not their cup of tea. Sometimes they're taken. So a compliment is harmless. If they stay in the same place, you're in there. If it looks like they're waiting for you, you're in there. If they stop you in your tracks, you're in there. And then ask for their name. It's so simple. After that, they do the work, okay? Because you done showed that you're interested. You done enough.
Every man I coach thinks that he's dating a high-value woman, or at least he has no problem attracting them, until I ask them this question. Is she a builder? Is she stacking bricks with you? Because a builder is somebody who's going to add to the relationship, not take away from it. If she's the real thing, she's not going to be a spectator. She's going to help you build by adding one brick on top of the other with you. Because once again, high value is not about money and status and looks. It's about what's happening in the heart and in the mind. And it's how she shows up when it's inconvenient. So a real builder is going to walk through the mud with you. She's going to own her triggers. She's going to take responsibility. She is going to communicate like a grown-ass woman. She's going to regulate her emotions, and she's going to work on herself in all the important areas: financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, relationally, professionally, and physically, and yes, even sexually. She wants a beautiful relationship. So she's not afraid to pour a little concrete, lay some bricks, and stay through the storm. And let's compare that to the chaotic ones, the ones who manipulate, they sabotage, they create drama, they don't communicate well, they play the victim, they play games, they stay in trauma loops, they blame you for everything, they don't take responsibility. These are not high-value women. So ask yourself this question: is she building with you, or is she just setting fires behind your back.
I feel like so many women are like, oh, why is it always the unattractive men that approach me, but the attractive men don't? I feel like a lot of people's response to that is, oh, skill-based matchmaking. You must not be as attractive as you think you are. And it's like, that might be part of it, but I feel like there's also even more than that. Like, something else people also say is like, those attractive men have options, so they're not gonna, waste their time approaching, which also is a factor, okay? This is a three-pronged thing. The third factor I feel like is unattractive men are less afraid of rejection because they've been rejected their entire lives, sometimes preemptively. Like, I think about myself, for instance. I've dated plenty of people. You guys know this. I can't think of a time I've been rejected. And this is not me saying I'm unrejectable. Like, obviously, there are some people with some very poor decision-making skills who would reject me. But I mean, I've never, approached a woman, for no reason, out of nowhere. You know what I mean? I've never, asked for, information or, asked if we could hang out sometime if I didn't know the answer was going to be yes. The closest I've gotten to rejection is just, when things don't surface. For me, what a rejection feels like is when a woman doesn't approach me. I swear to God, if I'm looking at a woman from across the room and we, lock eyes and she doesn't end up approaching me, I'm like, dang, man, she didn't want me. There have literally been situations where I got someone's IG, right? And then, followed them, they followed me back. And I'm like, dang, they didn't message me though. I'm kind of, you know what I mean? I've not experienced hey, I'm interested in you and someone being like, nah. Just because I don't put myself in those situations, because I don't need to put myself in those situations. But think about someone who's chopped. I'm not scared of that, okay? Because again, part of the reason I don't do that is because that concept sounds so horrifying to me. I would have nightmares. I wouldn't be able to sleep. Someone who's chopped, that's just, they're run the middle, oh, you win some, you lose some. They got nothing to lose because they already lost it multiple times. It's like when you go skydiving, right? I've never been skydiving, but skydiving, someone who's never done it sounds so scary. But then people who do skydive, they're like, oh man, once I did it once, it was completely fine. I just kept going. I feel like that's chopped people. I feel like they just have so much experience in the area, they don't even care.
A few months ago, I went viral for crying in this very bathroom about how I'm 29 and single and feel like I'm never gonna find a husband. And honestly, since that video blew up and People Magazine covered it with a criminal headline, I feel like my view on dating has changed a lot, and not because of that post at all, but because my life has just gotten a lot busier. I was on a flight, saw Elle did an interview with Olivia Dean, who I'm obsessed with right now, and she had a quote that was it's okay to not want a boyfriend, relationships take a lot of time and we have shit to do. And that's exactly how I felt the past few months. It's just really funny how you can go from thinking you want something to then being wow, I can't even imagine having that right now because I literally have no time for it. And on that same note, Serena Kerrigan is actually a pretty good follow when you want some dating advice from someone who was single for a long time, especially going into her 30s. And I just watched an interview with her where she said that women need to stop saying that dating is hard and they feel like they're never going to find someone because you're speaking it into existence. And if you're thinking with that energy, then you're going to be living with that energy and dating with that energy, and that's not the way to find a person. So those are two new mottos that I'm living by, and if you are single, you should too.
A high-value man isn't intimidated by clear, kind boundaries. In fact, he respects them. As you talk, notice his energy. Quietly observe initiative. Does he suggest continuing the conversation or making a plan? Clarity. Does he propose a specific day and time, or is everything vague? Respect. When you mention a preference or limit, does he adjust gracefully? You are not a project manager for a stranger. If he's interested and capable, he'll take the next step. If he doesn't, your silence is the most powerful filter you have. If you use dating apps, your profile can do the same work. Use prompts that signal your ease and standards. Profile lines that lower friction. If you pick the time and place, I'll pick the dessert. My ideal first meet, daylight, coffee, and a 45-minute chat. Are you a two-option planner? Sell me on plan A versus plan B. None of this works unless you feel safe and respected. Always meet in public. Let a friend know where you are and set a time boundary. Don't just watch, try it. Here's a chill 1-week plan to build this muscle. Day 1, choose 2 inviting environments and put them in your calendar. Day 2, practice the 2-beat look and half smile with a barista or neighbor. Day 3, sit somewhere for 30 minutes with open seat energy, 1 earbud out, phone down. Day 4, use 1 green light response with someone who says hello. Day 5, try 1 gentle test, like a soft no, with someone you're talking to. Day 6, draft your standard holding frame texts and read them aloud. Day 7, reflect. Where did you feel most relaxed and like yourself? Do more of that.
How do you get guys to treat you like a queen? Where do you find these guys? We need more guys like this out there. Listen to me. The same guys messaging you WID are the same ones asking me to send them my passport. Men know what to do. They just don't do it unless they have to. Men will start off giving you the absolute bare minimum to see what they can get away with. And if they get away with giving that, they will not put an ounce of effort in further. If they see that their bare minimum doesn't work, they'll sprinkle in a little more effort. And when that doesn't work, they'll put in more effort. So stop accepting the bare minimum. Stop replying to the first blue check that slides in your DMs. You think the first DM I get is what's your Venmo or let me take you to Bali? Honestly, sometimes, but most times no. I get the same I'm in your city messages that you do. Cool, have fun. Open, read, do not reply. When they see I left them unread, it's now a challenge for them. And they will continue to talk to themselves in your DMs until they get a response. But I'm not going to give them the time of day until I can see adequate effort. And guess what? If you give them the time and space to figure it out on their own, they do. It's not that quality men don't exist, it's that we need to stop accepting the bare minimum. So please, for the love of God, know your value and stop letting these clowns walk all the fuck over you.
Have you ever wondered why the only men who approach you are the ones that you don't want? There's actually a psychological reason for this. You see, respectful, emotionally healthy men are very boundary aware. They don't want to intrude, pressure, or misread a situation. So if you're just vibing, hoping that the decent, respectful, available men will pick up your energy, they won't, because men are far less attuned to the subtle cues of attraction than women are. Meanwhile, the men who don't care about your boundaries, the ones with no social awareness or worse, they will approach. That's why so many women say only creeps come up to me. So here's the fix. If you want to be approached by a respectful man, your cues need to be clearer than you think, because psychologically safe men need active green lights, not just passive signals. Try these. Number 1, prolonged eye contact. Hold it for 2 to 3 seconds, look away slowly and smile. Number 2, face your body towards him. That's your hips, your shoulders, open, not angled away. Number 3, glance twice. The double take is powerful. Once might be chance, but twice is showing interest. 4, you can touch your hair or your neck while making eye contact. It's a subconscious invitation of trust. 5, walk past slowly and stand nearby, close enough to be noticed, but not intrusive. You're not being too obvious. You're giving the respectful man the psychological safety to make a move.
For the men, you will feel peace in her presence. For the women, you will feel safety and security in his presence. So let's start with the men. I have spoken to tons of men who have said with confidence they know they have met the woman or they're with the woman that they have a connection with, that they feel is their soulmate. And one of the common denominators I have found in all of these situations is that they feel peace around this woman. It's not even about what she's specifically doing. Just hearing her voice can give him peace. Just her coming around him can give him peace. And so again, it's something that's occurring at the spiritual level. It's not about what's happening on the surface. A lot of people can be nice and sweet, but that doesn't mean you feel peace around them. You can still feel funny, weird, or just not kind of neutral around certain individuals despite how nice they are to you. But feeling that aura of peace is a huge sign this is your soulmate. There is a connection there.
A man does not have to take financial responsibility for me, but he can if he wants to, and I'll choose the one who wants to. A man does not have to randomly bring me my favorite snacks or hold my hand in public, but he can if he wants to, and I'll always choose the one who wants to. A man does not have to understand my hormones or how my body works, but he can if he wants to, and I choose the one who wants to. A man does not have to meet me at the airport with the flowers, but he can if he wants to, and I choose the one who wants to. A man does not have to plan cute dates or initiate adventures, but he can if he wants to, and I choose the one who wants to. A man doesn't have to make me laugh at 2 a.m. and dance with me in the kitchen, but he certainly can if he wants to, and I'll always choose the one who wants to.
Hey girls, part 3 of Where to Meet Men in New York City. Emerson Grove, great pizza, great bar. You can eat well and meet well. Rocco's in NoHo, not only is a great sports bar, but you can challenge the guy next to you to play this little game in there, which is the basketball. Even if you lose, you might meet a great guy. Do that. Due West in the West Village, another great spot. Always tons of guys in there. Another one, Bella Union in Murray Hill. Don't miss that one. That's a great one, girls. Lower East Side, 2 bars owned by the same hospitality group. 310 Bowery, and 82 Stanton. Girls, get off your tush and go down there. Crawling with guys. Go there.
So how do you actually meet guys if you don't want to use a dating app? I will tell you. If you're single and want to meet your person, I got you. So I know people say this a lot, but I fully believe it. So get uncomfortable for a second, and I want you to start going out by yourself. Start taking yourself out by yourself. Go out to coffee shops, go to bars if you drink. Strike up a conversation with the bartender, and then if you see a cute guy, strike up a conversation. Pay him a compliment. I live in New York City, and do you know how many times I've seen a cute guy on the subway and I full on with no fear walked up and just said, "Hey, I just wanted to tell you that I think you have a really great smell and I hope you have a great day." And like, it was a little uncomfortable, but when their face lit up and they were like, "Thank you so much, that really made my day," I feel like guys do not get approached a lot. So start putting yourself out there. Pay a guy a compliment. Say, "Hey, you have a really nice smile." And
remember, this isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the most clear, warm, and consistent version of you. Let the right people find you while you hold the space you deserve.